Hello friends, welcome once again to another tutorial related to React application development. In the first part, we discussed how to install Node.js in your computer. Then we also discussed what is React and why is it so popular and what are the benefits of React and how you can use it. Now, in this part we are learning about creating your first React application. So we are considering that you already have Node.js installed in your computer. We will simply open CMD, and if Node.js is installed in your computer and you will run these versions like npm version, which is package manager's version, which is 10.8.2, and simply if you will write node version. So when we are creating this video, you can see the different versions that we have. Okay, so this way you will be able to understand how to you have these things running. Now you can also see that we are running a React app here which is looking like this. We are running it with the help of Vite. What is Vite? We will just understand. In our React app, you can see it is running on this local host 5173 port, and it had it. You can see the React icon and so on. So what we will use is we will use this website which is Vite Dev, the build tool for the web, and as you can see, it is a blazing fast front-end build tool powering the next generation of web application. That's what they have written. And what are its properties? That it's lightning fast web development server. It uses native ES modules and fast hot modules. Everything that is written here we will understand later. And it has a optimized build process. That means Vite bundles your code using rollup, ensuring efficient production ready builds. And it's a very simple setup. So what is Vite, what it will do, you will learn all of these things later. First, in order to install React and create a React app, we'll be using Vite.dev. Let's get started. So here you can see the supported template presets are vanilla, Vue, React. So we are focusing on React. And the simple command is, if you have to create your first Vite project, you will copy this. Okay. Next, I have VS Code open here. So you can simply install Visual Studio Code to create your your React app, or to proceed with the React development. You can use any other IDE or any other text editor like Sublime Text Editor, Notepad++, whatever you prefer. But we are using this VS Code here. In VS Code, simply open your folder. So from here, open your folder. So you can see that we are inside the E directory and React 24 folder. We will select this folder. Yes, I trust the authors. Now here we are inside this folder. There is one folder called hospital here, which is already a React application, but we will open another project in React. So here you just have to go to terminal, open your terminal, and in your terminal you have to run some commands. The first command that you will run is npm create Vite at latest. So as you can see, this is going to create this, and with the help of Vite it will create a project. Now you can see that we are inside this, and it is asking us the project name. So let's say the project name is hotel. Let's say we want to create hotel app. So let's say it's hotel app. Now it is asking us to select a framework. We are going to use React framework. It is asking us to select a variant. we are going to use JavaScript variant because that is how we are going to develop our full stack web applications. And now you can see we are inside this app. Now you can see there hotel app has been created and some files are also created. Now what we have to do is first we need to go inside the hotel app. So we will go inside cd hotel app. This will take us to hotel app, and now we will use npm install. It will take some time. So you can see these packages are installed, and interesting thing is when you will expand hotel app you will see that in a folder called node modules has been created, and you can see these node modules are there. We will discuss about this later, but you can see 258 packages. It added 258 package and audited 259 package. 100 package are looking perfect. We'll discuss about this also later. And after running npm install, you just have to run npm run dev, and this npm. So here you have to run npm run dev, and when you will do that, you will see your application will start running. And when you will visit that URL in your browser, you will see it is running, and you can see. So you can see the app is running, and this icon is also moving and so on. Now, when you will go back to your VS Code, you will see that in your hotel app, some files are created. You can create any app, obviously, as per your requirement. And inside our hotel app, first we will see index.html. So index.html is, as you can see, is simple HTML file where we have head, body, and so on. And in body, you can see div id root. Okay, and script type is equal to module, and the source is inside the src folder. There is main.jsx file. So as we already know that index.html is the main file or the first file or the home file of a web application. Okay, so first thing is index.html. As you can see, this index.html is connected with, so this index.html is connected with src main.jsx. Okay, what is JSX? That is something that we are going to learn. And this JSX is basically JavaScript XML, and JSX allows us to write HTML in React. JSX makes it easier to write and add HTML in React, obviously. So this is what is happening here. Our main index.html file, that means the file that we are seeing here. If you will press Ctrl U, you will see this. So this file, this is the source code of this file. This file is running at this moment. Some activity is also going on. So this is connecting us to src main.js. That means if we have to change anything, we have to go inside this file. So you will go here src, and inside src you will find main.jsx. Slowly we will understand the meaning of each folder here. For example, public. So in public we store our static files mainly. For example, this vite.svg icon is saved here. Okay, so we will understand about public also. Here in src, when we are inside main.jsx, you can see it is importing StrictMode from React. It is importing create root, import app from app.jsx. Okay, so what is this? What does this mean? That in this file we are importing codes from some different files also. For example, we are importing code from app.jsx. We are importing from index.css. Okay, so if you have to write any CSS for index.html, the CSS is inside index.css. Okay. If you have to write anything for app, there is another JavaScript XML file for app, that is app.json. For example, import strict mode from React. So we have already covered this lecture. Like, what is import strict mode? Import strict mode from React is a statement used in React application to import the strict mode component from the React library. What is strict mode? Strict mode is a wrapper component in React that helps developer identify potential problem in an application. It does not render anything into a UI, but it activates additional checks and warning for its children during development. These checks can ensure that your code adheres to the best practices and can make it easier for spot side effect, deprecated methods, and unsafe life cycles. Obviously, we are going to understand all of this. Okay, example usage is already there. You can see. So these things are there. What you have to understand here is it is using create root. Okay, which is also imported from React DOM client. Okay, so create root document plus get element by id root dot render. So it is going to get an element by id root, and if you will open your index.html, okay, you will see that we have a document. We have in the document there is an element which has an id of root. Okay, so this is what is happening here. So when you are inside main.jsx, this is what is happening. Okay, so it is, what it is doing is it is simply calling the app. And when you will go to app.jsx, the app.css is all is styling for app, whatever color, alignment, logos, height, logo hover. It is giving us drop a shadow. You can see some kind of shadow. So this type of things are happening with the help of app.css, and this is now this becomes our main file, which is giving us this code. Okay, so what you have to understand is function app. We are creating a function app, and in function we are using constant count. Set count is equal to state 0. Okay, we are setting the count value as 0, so that means when you are running this, count value is 0. And then this is simple HTML code. Okay, here you can see there is a div which is a container. Inside the div we have an anchor tag. Inside the anchor tag we have the image. Okay, we have another anchor tag. Inside that anchor tag we have an image. As you can see, we have not written src in the complete the way we write, like imgsrc is equal to http something. We have not written the entire path, but we have written these you know syntaxes. So it is coming from import Vite logo. Okay, you are seeing here. It is coming from import React logo, and then you can see that React logo is inside assets, the React SVG file. Vite logo is coming from vite.svc. So it is already taking that logo file and putting it as a source here. Here it has written Vite plus React. Okay. Now we can write learn React full stack, or let's say learn React from Slidescope. Let's write anything, whatever you want to write, and press save. Okay. When you will go there, you will see we have not even reloaded it, but it has already changed the interface. It has already changed that content. Okay. So this way, this is the file where you can change your content. Okay. After the heading file, we have a div class name is equal to card. So when we provide a class name to class name as anything, so we can provide its styling and everything related to this class can be uh, explained in app.css. Okay, so for example, class name is equal to card. Card has padding of 2 em. Okay, let's say we want the padding of 5 pixel. Let's say or 15. So first of all, this, let's see this. Let's say 50 pixel. Okay. So you will see some changes. 500 pixels. Let's say you will see the 500 pixel. Whatever changes you are making, like 5 pixel, you will see the difference. So you are giving margin, you are giving padding, everything that you are changing here. This is normal CSS for you. Okay. So this is the benefit of React, because when you are doing React development, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript is something that we already know, that we already have command. If you don't have command over that, obviously we have those videos. We have the tutorial for JavaScript, tutorial for HTML, tutorial for CSS, so that you can learn all the basic and advanced things related to HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, so that you can create very static websites, static looking basic websites using HTML, CSS, JavaScript. If you already know that, then this code will be really easy for you to understand. Okay, that's why React is becoming so popular, because the code is not very complex. It is not very difficult to understand what is happening. So that's what we said. So main.jsx is with the strict mode. It is calling app. This is like a tag, a simple HTML tag, which is closing in one line. Like there are tags like HR tag, BR tag, the horizontal line, or break tag. There are some tags which close in the same line. So it is just like that. Okay, and whatever changes you are making is in React. So click on the Vite and React logo to learn more. It is edit, SRC they have given, and save to test HMR. You know what is HMR? We will cover a specific video about that. And one most important thing, very easy to understand thing, is button on click. So what happens with JavaScript is, in JavaScript there are events, right? For example, one event is taking your mouse over to something. One event is page load. One event is when when you are taking the mouse over something, like shadow is opening. One event is when you are clicking a button. Okay. So what is happening here is, when you are clicking a button, a function is running. Here they have written it inside. So inside curly brackets, they have written a function that set count. Okay. So here you can see we have declared a constant variable, or a constant, let's say, set count, and use state 0. Okay. And what we are doing is set count. Count is equal to count plus 1. Okay. So again we will understand what is this, constant count, set count. What is this doing? The line constant count comma set count is equal to use state is a React hook use state. Okay, used to manage state in functional components. Let's break it down. Count. This is the current state value initialized to 0. Okay, set count. This is the function used to update the count state. And use state 0. React use state hook initializes the state with 0. Okay, so in short, it sets up the state variable count. Okay, with a initial value of 0, and provides a way set count to update the state. Now, what is const? As we said, const is a keyword, or const is a keyword in JavaScript, which is used to declare a variable with a constant value. Once a variable is declared with constant, its value cannot be reassigned. Although if value is an object or array, its properties or elements can still be modified. So here, for example, const pi is equal to 3.14. We can write pi is equal to 3.1416. This will throw an error because reassign is not allowed. However, with objects or arrays, the content can be modified. For example, constant person is equal to name Alice. Here we are giving, as an array, we are giving the person a name of Alice. Person dot name is equal to Bob. This is allowed because we are modifying a property here. Okay. If all of this is not making any sense to you, we will still understand this. But here we are using constant count and set count. Okay, set count is a function, count is a variable, and we are setting at every button click we are setting this variables count or incrementing its variables count to +1, and we have written count is count. Okay, this way we are using the variables that we declared in React JavaScript, that whatever variables we used in JavaScript, we are using it inside HTML. Count is count. This way it becomes very easy for us to change HTML elements on the basis of some logic, on the basis of some events that are occurring on your page. So this was a very basic introduction to your first React app. We will discuss about more things, and we will discuss more about this in the next chapter. And